Hello ladies and gentlemen, Trippy AK, back again for the C++ tutorial, and we're going to go over some while loops really quick. Now, we went over the for loop, and the while loop and the do while loop are very simple loops that pretty much dictate, not too much, but sometimes a lot, because, well, I mean, while something's happening, this is happening. When it's not, it's not. I mean, it can't get more simple than that. For example, a basic video game, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Halo, whatever, while the game is on, or the console is on, this event is happening. And the way we make an event happen is, let's just really quickly make an integer value of, say, x equals 10. Now, in order to make a while loop, you can guess it, you have to use the while keyword, and within here is a body. Now, the while loop takes a one condition thing, and that is, well, for example, x is less than 10. Well, x is not less than 10, so it's not going to do whatever the body says. And when we run this, it's not going to happen. It's just going to skip on over as that. But if we do x is equal to 10, it's going to go into a recursive loop over and over and over again. It's not going to exit anytime soon. But the simple way to make sure that your loops don't freak out on you is, while x is less than 10, and let's change this to 0, we could obviously do an increment operator. So when we build and run, it's going to go 0 through 9. I mean, it looks like a for loop in the sense of, oh, it's printing out 0 through 9, and it has increment, and it has a print statement, and a condition and initial value. Simple enough, but that's not really what it's for, because when we do a very basic blackjack game, while the player is not over 21 or the computer is not over 21, keep on doing this loop. That's the initial game loop. While the game is not exited, then keep on doing this condition. Now, that's one way to break out of a loop, but another way to break out of a loop is with the break statement. Now, in order to have a break statement, you have to have a conditional where, let's say, if x is equal to, let's say, 5, x plus plus again, then cout limit rehched. So right here I just nested an if statement with an while statement, while loop I mean, and you could easily do this with if statements, like if x equals to one thing and then if is equal to another. You can have this nested in. You can have for loops nested in while loops, while nested in a whole bunch of different things, but that's not very practical unless you are making a very big program or you're doing a lot of structural flow. After the do while loop, I'll show you in the next tutorial conditional statements with the logical operators, and after that I will do a basic switch statement, which comes in good hands. I mean, you could use a switch statement to make basic menus or logic of menus. So right now we have limit reached, and then it's going to be break. Now, as soon as you do condition x equal to 5, because it's going to reach there eventually, and it's going to break out of the loop. So if you build and run, as you see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then once it came on over to x plus plus, 5 is indeed equal to 5. It says limit reached, and it'll break out of the loop. So it never reaches to 9, and it pretty much ends just there. Now you do have the continue, which is like a primitive goto. So I mean, I don't really see the use of the continue loop, and I haven't never really used it because I just find it very stupid. If you're going to continue with a loop, then you just may as well continue on. And pretty much that's just the simplicity of the while loop. Now before I showed you while x is equal to true, so while true, it's just going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever. Or while not false, it's just going to go on forever and ever and ever. Well, there's another type of while loop called the do while loop. And this is very simple. So we do another int x equals 10, or doesn't really matter what number, because do loop is very special. Because what it does is as you see, it'll say do, and it'll do whatever's in the body, then it'll test a condition. So the do while loop is a child. It does what it's told, and then it checks the morality later on. I mean, that's probably a really bad analogy, but hey, that's what I could come up with at the moment. So see out, hey, you are less than 99. So right now, this is do this, hey, you are less than 99, while x is greater than 99. So what's going to happen is it's going to say, hey, you are less than 99. Now, what if this is 100? Whoops, 100. It's going to repeat repetitively over and over and over again because, indeed, 100 is greater than 99. The reason for the do while loop is so you can ensure 100% that it'll do whatever you want it in the body at least once. Then it'll check this later on. I personally do not find the do while loop very useful at all. Because, I mean, if you want to do something once, then just do it once. And so forth. But I mean, hey, no big deal. And pretty much that are all the loops. I was reading this article about programming, and like, I forgot his name, a top-notch programmer said the only things that you need to make a highly proficient program is for loops and if statements, not else statements, but just for loops, if statement, maybe an else, and all the simplicity right there. So you don't need all these complex loops or mathematics to make a badass program, but still, it does not hurt to try, or it does not hurt to know just about everything. So for now, those are the while loops and the do while loop and how they can be implemented and all that goodness. Next will be logical operators, and then after that it will be, I don't know, but pretty much that is it for now. See you next video.